wanted to ask you a few questions and reflections so that the audience can gain from your insights. And the first question I really had was on your journey in e-commerce, how it really came about, and what are some of the secret sauce of how you've been so successful, even if I may say beyond the parent company. That is what people want to know.
So basically, if you to summarize it, there was an opportunity and I was giving a chance. So if there's no opportunity and you have the chance, you cannot do anything. If you have the chance and there is no opportunity, still you cannot do anything. So I was fortunate enough to have both these factors together. The opportunity was e-commerce or e-grocery, let's say, in Saudi 15 years ago, didn't exist. So we were among the first, or we were the first to create an e-grocery website. Back then, still there was no apps. And even this was before WhatsApp and Snapchat, and we didn't have even the share location services, and we were actually texting the drivers the locations. So during this journey, it elevated a lot, and now it's a system that communicates in all factors. You do nothing, system does everything. So the opportunity was there, and then I pitched it to Bin Dawood Holding, which is the company that ended up acquiring 62% of international apps. And they liked the idea, and they said, you know what, let's do that together. So here we are, 15 years later, we're still the pioneers in what we do. We focus on ultra fresh, we focus on e-grocery, and now we're expanding into other sectors.
Great, thank you so much. If you connect your commentary with my presentation on the bottom of the pyramid, my broader question is, who are your customers and who are really sticking to your app? And are you able to also penetrate some of the relatively lower income customers? And
Yes.
where do you see the future also? I know many questions I've asked you, but please answer as you see.
Sure. So we have two brands. We have Danube and Bin Dawood. So Bin Dawood brand caters more for the holy cities and towards middle to lower class income segment. And Danube is more of a premium brand. So we cater actually for both. And as per your presentation, we see it vibrates a lot. Sometimes it elevates a bit, sometimes it goes down. And it showed clearly in the presentation that you just did that the middle sector is a bit challenging. Competition all focus on this sector. And we have clear segregations between the segments that we work with. It also depends on the geographical coverage due to the holy cities and the main cities in the kingdom.
Right. And are you finding any trends between Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities and the big cities, or uniformly the adoption is very high?
So, you know, before COVID, it was something. After COVID, it's a totally different game. And these days, I can tell you the adoption is a little bit similar between the main cities and also the remote cities. We see people are actually looking to adapt technologies. They're looking for convenience. The country is shifting a lot. There are so many other things to do. And you can say 10 years later, before, grocery shopping was actually a main activity in the kingdom. But now with all these new things that are happening, grocery is becoming something that people are seeking convenience, but not as a hangout or as something that the family do together. It's a bit shifting the behavior.
Thank you. What is your view on quick commerce, which is taking many other parts of the world by storm?
So maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm a big objector of quick commerce because these are services that will cost the company a lot. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of coverage, you need to be very close to the customers. At the end of the day, it's exactly what do you position your brand is. So I'll give you an example. In our apps, we have people that does the monthly shopping. So monthly shopping you can do on a pay week, 2-3 days before you need them. And then you'll have one big delivery at the pay week. And then you do top-ups during the week and during the month. You cannot mix both. You cannot expect to have a delivery in a remote area within 40 minutes. It's literally impossible. So if you want to do this, it means you need to have a presence in the condensed areas, which is what we do, by the way. But in remote areas, the lead time will be different. And if you introduce the service to people as this is a quick commerce or this is a quick delivery, and you fail to achieve, then that's a very big mistake. But if it's since the beginning, it's something that you plan, and then you'll get the delivery on time, people will book the schedule, they will book in advance, 2, 3, 4 hours, it gives you room to breathe in the operation. So it's how you promote. I understand that there are top-ups, that people sometimes they're in the kitchen, they need something urgent. Then that's another service. But the main service should be scheduled deliveries. I always believed in scheduled deliveries, and I think if you have a smooth operation, then you'll have cost savings, and these cost savings will be passed to the customer. You cannot have them both ways. This is my
Very
point.
good, thank you. We've run out of time, but I'm still tempted to, this is the 1.5 minutes after 5 minutes, but I'm tempted to ask you one last question, if I may.
Please.
With the success of your, I won't just say app, business on the whole grocery side and of course the back end, are you tempted like other entrepreneurs to become a super app, go beyond groceries, do multiple things, and also monetize supply chain separately?
So monetizing supply chain, yes, because it's an actual part of the natural journey. But to do what we have done with international apps, again, that's very difficult. You can only do this once. So you can only have one successful company from start to bottom, and then it will be acquired by a big group, and then you'll become part of the group. Your thinking methodology will be different. But during the journey, you will find opportunities which will link to your actual business model. In international app, what's next for us is supply chain. We're investing heavily in supply chain and automated fulfillment centers. The gentlemen here also from Swisslog, they are our partners in this journey. We have just announced a big investment in this sector, and hopefully we will be announcing more information very soon.
Lovely, thank you so much. Shukran. Thank you for your
Most
time.
welcome. Thank you.